Let's talk about the various terminologies that are there in DevOps. First one that we need to discuss is what is called a continuous integration. What happens actually in a software development process is that one particular software is not developed by one single person. It is actually a team of developers who develop a particular software. Each developer takes a part of the application and builds that individual part. For example, let's say if you are building a website, let's say one developer will be developing the front page, one developer would be developing, let's say, the video page, one developer will be developing the news page, and one developer might be writing the code that is required to manage the website from the backend. So front-end developer, back-end developer, video page editor, and there is a news page developer. Now all these different developers are writing their independent codes which are going to together form the website. So at one point of time you have to take the submissions from each of the developers and put it into a single code repository. And in that single code repository every one of them will contribute and their codes will be combined, basically integrated. And this has to happen every now and then. Every new feature they have to integrate their code. Every new version of the website they have to integrate their code. So it has to continuously happen over the period of time that you are managing the website. Typically what happens in a company is, let's say all these developers would come in the morning and they will take the existing code of that website. Throughout the day they will individually develop their own parts. By the evening before going to home they will check in their code into the source code management system. In that source code management system, all their codes will be combined and created as a single integrated code base, which then can be tested in terms of compatibility between each other's codes that have been submitted, in terms of the overall integrated feature set that it shows. All of those testing can be done on the source code. You can check for the quality of the source code that each and every developer has created. This whole process of submitting the codes by different developers and integrating their codes into a source code management system is what is known as continuous integration. To do the part of this integration of taking source code from various developers and combining them into one single integrated code stream is something that our Jenkins can help in. Jenkins is a software that is very popular for continuous integration. Basically what Jenkins can do is that it can kind of monitor each and every developer's own individual code submission paths, and it can understand that who all have submitted their codes today. And based on that it can pull in those code together and merge them together if it is possible and publish it into a new repository. This process of taking in the code from different people, combining them and releasing them as a final integrated code base is a job that Jenkins does. In order to even achieve this, Jenkins would implement something like a continuous build.